But I like being on the internet because you can get weather reports from anywhere on the globe. Find out where the big supertankers are, or whether there are any storms going on at the North Pole. And if you've got the right software, you can spin the world around and get off anywhere, as long as you've got the right numbers, the right codes. For example, you return, then hold down the option key, shift 3 times, //.com, blue sky, HAWAII.com, the YE. Stand by.
Well, I love technology, and I've always used it in some way. I never really thought that what I really wanted to do was dazzle people with stuff, because, you know, in fact, sometimes it's a little bit embarrassing. You know, you come to a place with a lot of a big multimedia whatever, and I feel sometimes like, you know, like a kind of weird electronic salesman or something, you know, look at all this stuff, and it really works, you know. So what, you know.
Now, here's how it works. It's a compact-sized computer that fits in your purse. There's a mirror screen that lets you try out makeup before you actually apply it. This program contains 120 megabytes of beauty tips and 256,000 colors.
Good morning.
Seconds PM. The head is now 8 o'clock and 3 seconds PM.
If collage is the aesthetic of the 20th century, as everyone from Schwitters to Picasso to Ray Johnson has said it is, then it now meets its match. Because with the web, collage takes place in real time on an international level, working with, combining elements of text, sound, various cultural points of view in lightning fashion.
No. Hey. Out of
Take me away, take me away.
Set it up, DJ.
Take me away, take me away, take me away. Oh.
But it was Pike who said that the real difference, the real revolution will be when media become fully interactive and where every artist becomes his own television channel. Well, we're no longer talking about television. Television has now been eclipsed by the internet. Television is smaller than the internet. Change would be too mild a word. I mean, I think there's a true revolutionary restructuring of the hierarchy that has dominated our relationships to media over the course of this century.
Say no. Say you are out of format. Walking, no. Welcome, walking, no.
I'm not terribly interested in
The idea that people are going to take my art and make art from it in some interactive way, and that that's the future of the technology and one of its uses, I think I would feel the usual, normal, rather extreme violation.
You have 5,000 editors, or however many, and they're just busily doing things, mixing it all up. And you know, for some artists, it's like, oh, no, don't. You have to want these people to change your work in some way, because they will.
Cut. That's a fucking joke, right?
Super information highway of information super.
At this point, we merely look at what's interesting and what grabs us. And this is why a language of criticism will develop around it.
When all is said and done, I'm much happier to put up with a world in which there are thousands and thousands of people making pedestrian, boring art, and some make wonderful art, if that's what it costs to have new art being made.
My sister and me walking the streets shiny with rain. My sister and me walking the streets shiny with
I want to brush her hair, but the smell of her makes me cross the room. I held my breath as long as I could.
http://html.com/etnik.com846/tip/nip www.
Hello there. So there he is. He's a kind of cyber ventriloquist.
You know what I really like about cyberspace is the rumors. Like the recent so-called AP press release that announced that the so-called Vatican had been bought out by Microsoft.
Save now. You are out of memory. Save. Save now. Save. You are out of memory.